Welcome back to Los Angeles. I'm Adam Housley, and you're watching Tech Take. You know, you've heard about the iWatch and all the new high-tech watches that are hitting the markets. Samsung has a version as well. And people ask you, well, do you have to use the computer, or do you have to use the iPhone associated with that watch? Well, not necessarily. Here to tell us more about it is Stephen Jay. He's the Vice President of Public Relations at Berg USA, and we had a chance to see the Berg watches back during CES. Stephen, we appreciate you joining us.
It's wonderful to be here.
So, you know, we had a chance to see these watches back in January. It was way, you know, at that point, the smartwatch was still a lot of talk. There were a couple of models on the market. I believe Samsung was out with theirs. Now we know what Apple's going to do with its version coming out at the beginning of next year. You know, Berg does something different in the sense that it's not associated specifically with a cell phone or a computer, correct?
Absolutely correct. Herman van der Berg is actually a visionary, international, world-renowned designer that has been designing for IKEA and Target and some of the biggest retail giants for the last 25 years. And for the last 7 of those years, he has opened up a factory in Asia and has been hard at work at creating a smartwatch that is actually an independent, standalone phone. So the Berg is the only independent, standalone phone smartwatch on the market. Now, what that means is that this does not need to be tethered to your iPhone or your Android. It is actually, you could actually make and receive phone calls, text messages as well, via GSM by simply inserting a SIM card into the unit.
So, Stephen, is this like a Inspector Gadget type thing where you have to hold the watch up to your mouth to talk, or are you going to have Bluetooth speakers, a speaker that connects? I mean, how can you make a phone call from your watch?
There are actually 3 ways to make a call. Either there is a very high-quality speaker that is internal to the timepiece itself. You also have a corded earpiece, or we produce a Berg Bluetooth earpiece as well. So there are 3 ways. So if you're in, you know, in your home or in your office or something like that, you could very easily just use the internal speaker. Perhaps if you're in the street in New York City where it's a little bit louder, you might want to use the corded earpiece or the Bluetooth earpiece.
So it's not tethered to a phone. However, does it work well with Android or with Apple when you, I assume you're going to want to sync it with a computer?
Well, absolutely. You can tether it to both the iPhone or to any Android phone as well. That's the beauty of this. It will work with any cell phone. And again, if you choose not to have it tethered, you know, Bluetooth does wear on your phone battery quite heavily. You can simply just make the phone call again via the GSM feature. You just get a SIM card, just pop it in the back of the unit, and you are ready to go to dial, to receive calls, to send text, to receive text. It's really the most unique and what we like to call the smarter smartwatch on the market. I mean, everybody has to pay great tribute to Apple and the wonderful marketing machine that they are and the excitement that they've generated around the smartwatch industry at this point. However, we are leap years ahead of even Apple in the fact that it is a standalone phone.
All right, Stephen, so what are some of the features on this watch phone that set it apart?
There are a slew of features on the timepiece itself. You've got actually a wild array of dials. You have got a MP3 player, a video player, a voice recorder, a calculator. There are just so many things going on. You've got an alarm with multiple settings on it as well. We're going to be coming out with health apps for the timepiece. It just goes on and on. We want this to be a product that people are not going to want to leave their home in the morning without, because it's so integral to every part of the aspect of their life.
And it's obviously you have a lot of different styles too, correct?
There are, and if we can go, I'll actually show that to you right now. Now what we're seeing right here is the dial of the watch, and you'll see if I'll tap it, it will actually change dial colors and it will change dial shapes. And actually what we'll do is we'll just swipe, and here you see all the features. We could actually make a call right here. There are contacts. If I was to press that, that would go to a screen to actually where I can dial a telephone number. And it just, there are just so many exciting things going on with this phone. Well, let's get this swiping. There you see that we've got text messaging,
right.
Bluetooth capability. Again, we can make a phone call there. We've got settings, alarm.
And this will tether with anything. So, I mean, this truly is an Inspector Gadget type smartwatch. That,
exactly.
It kind of separates itself in that respect.
Exactly. It comes with a ½ gig of memory in it, and it can go up to 16 gigabytes of memory, and also has, of course, the micro SD card that you could put in for video and photos as well.
What pricing? Well, first of all, availability and pricing. Where can you find them? How much are they costing? You have a number of options. I know that.
Yes, we do. Actually, right now it's available online at either Amazon.com or ShopHQ.com. And we are going to be launching in 1,600 Walmart stores across the country on October 20th. Then we will be rolling out to Best Buy and all other electronic stores, and also specialty stores throughout the country going into 2015. Berg is going to be alongside some of the largest names in the technology industry, Motorola, Samsung, LG. Walmart is coming out with a fantastic display unit within their stores specifically for smartwatches, of which Berg will be featured.
Right. Stephen Jay, Vice President, Public Relations, Berg USA. You can find out more about the Berg watches, prices, all that kind of thing, not only in your local Walmart store and some of the other places, but also online at bergsmartwatch.com, also on Amazon. Stephen, appreciate you joining us. Glad you watched Fox, and keep it as your homepage, and we'll have you back when you guys do your next advancement. Thanks again for joining us.
I look forward to that.
All right, I'm Adam Housley in Los Angeles, and you're watching TexTape.